showing you how to make a simple bunny rabbit. It only uses 3 balloons and a scrap for the nose. So let's go ahead and get started. Usually I start with the ears, and what I've done here is I blew up a balloon about 8 to 10 pumps. It depends how big you want the ears to be. And I tied the ends together here, so they made a loop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to find the halfway point of your balloon, pinch it there, bring it into the nozzle end, and twist them together. So these are going to be our bunny ears. Then I take another balloon, the same color, and we're going to blow it up, leaving about 3 inches at the end. And we're going to start with the face. So this is very similar to the 2 balloon dog that I do. So you're going to start off with the 3-inch bubble for the head. And you're going to take the ears and twist them right into that bubble. Just like that. Now you're going to take this end and bring it down here, interlocking it together by making another 3-inch bubble. Twist the nozzle around that and bring it right through the middle of those 2 bubbles to lock it in place. Okay? Now this is where it starts to differ from the dog. For his cheeks and face, I'm going to use white. So I make this separately. I'm going to start off by doing his chin, which is just a 1-inch bubble. And then you're going to do 2 more 1-inch bubbles. Okay, you're going to lock the last 2 bubbles you made together. Just like that. That's his mouth. And now you're going to do his cheeks. So I just do 2 loops, about 3 or 4 inches. Twist them. Do the same size loop for the other side. So it's kind of a mess right now, but that's kind of what you're going to have. Then you're going to get rid of the rest of this. We don't need it. Tie it off. And I usually wrap it around a couple times just to make sure everything's locked in place. Okay? So this is kind of what his mouth is going to look like. And you can actually stick this on people's faces to be a wearable. But that's another video. So this is going to interlock right into our seam here between the 2 bubbles and the rest of the balloon. I'm usually doing this by push them together, and then you take the length of the purple balloon and just kind of flip it up and around one of the cheeks, and it goes back down to the bottom. So arrange his cheeks so that the loops are facing up, and you've got the 2 bubbles on top here and 1 down here for his chin. Okay? Now I usually do my bunny rabbits, if I want it to be quick, I do them in the sitting pose, and I just use the rest of this balloon, and that's all you need. If you want to give them arms and legs and a different colored tummy, you can do that, it just takes a little bit longer. But this is for the quick bunny, so we're just going to go straight into his front legs. So I do about a 4 or 5 inch bubble, bring it back up into his neck, you're going to twist those 2 together. Alright, so we've got that. We're going to do another bubble for his back, and I make it a little bit shorter than his front legs. Okay, and you're going to do 2 more bubbles for his back legs, a little bit longer than what you made for his front legs. Twist those in together. Okay, and now bunny rabbits usually have short tails, so I'm going to cut off the tip of this. Let a little bit of air out, so it's the size I want. Tie it off. I'm going to hide this tip piece here by bringing it down and wrapping it in around his legs, his little butt. So he's got a little bunny tail. Okay? Now you're going to open up his 2 back legs, separate them with your 2 hands like this. Take your thumbs and push his front legs through like that. So he's sitting down nice and pretty. You might have to rearrange his face again. For the ears on the bunny rabbit, I fold them together and I just kind of squeeze the tip here so they kind of have a little bit of point. It makes them shaped more like a rabbit's ear. There you go. Okay, and now he's almost done. He's just missing a nose. All bunnies have to have a nose. So I take a pink scrap, it can be any color, but I like pink, And you're going to make a nose by letting a bunch of air out, so it's just a little ball. Tie the two ends together, so you've got a ball. And you're going to cut off, if you have a lot left, you can cut off one end. You just need a little bit of balloon to tie it around. So his nose is going to be placed right here. You're going to take this strap, just kind of wrap it back and around his cheeks, just to lock it in place. Here we go. So now I draw his eyes on. This is going to be a girl bunny. And for the bunny I do 3 dots here and here. And that is the 3 balloon bunny rabbit.